thought it would be quite nice to do a little video for you, just in case you wanted to practice your ballet at home with mummies and daddies. Okay, so the first thing we're going to practice, very, very important thing, is our lovely straight legs and really pointy toes. Okay, so make sure you've got your happy backs with you, so you're sitting up nice and tall with your fingertips on the floor, because we don't want grumpy backs like this. Okay, no grumpy backs in ballet. If I turn around this way, you can see my nice happy back and no grumpy back. Alright, so just making sure you're sitting with your straight knees, your pointing toes and your happy backs. And we're going to do good toes all the way down to the floor, and then naughty toes up to the ceiling. So flex the feet up to the ceiling. Good. And then good toes all the way down to the floor, and naughty toes up to the ceiling. Fantastic. Now we're going to try something a little bit more tricky for our coordination. So one toe is pointed down to the floor and one toe is pointing right up to the ceiling. Can you see? That's it. And then we're just going to swap like we do in class. Swap and swap and swap. Yeah, very good. Well done, everybody. And just make sure, or maybe get mummy or daddy to check when you do this, that you're not doing banana feet. Okay? So we don't want any bent feet as we're doing this. Straight up and straight down. Very, very important. Lovely. Good, everybody. And just give your knees a little shake for me. Shake, shake, shake. Just the knees, not the whole legs. Just see if you can get the knees to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then give your knees a great big hug, making a nice little ball. Super. And then see if you can stretch out, making sure your knees are lovely and stretched and your toes are pointed, and you've got your super happy back. Lovely. Well done, everybody. Okay, so the second thing you can practice at home is your ballet hands and your ballet fingers and your ballet arms. Okay, so if mummy or daddy maybe could find a piece of tissue paper or a little handkerchief or a little scarf or something, if you haven't got any petals at home, or maybe a feather or something, then you can practice your ballet fingers. And we're going to pick up the feather or the petal or whatever you have between our thumb and our middle finger, our index finger. Can you see that? Like that? Good, little ballerinas. If you could show mummy and daddy how you do it, that would be fantastic. So make sure you have one in each hand. And when you have one in each hand and you have your ballet fingers and you're holding them beautifully, you can practice your lovely first position. So that's the big round shape you make in front of your tummy button. Okay, it's what we call first position in ballet. And it's like you're hugging a big beach ball in front of you, or a big teddy bear or something. So we don't want bent elbows like this, and we don't want overstretched elbows like this. It has to make a lovely round circle. And you can get your mummy or your daddy to check. It's a lovely round circle, and you have your lovely ballet fingers. Brilliant, well done, everybody. When you've done this, you could take your arms up above your head. And this is called fifth position in ballet. Okay, and then just throw the petals away and let them fall to the floor. Make your fingertips rest on the floor, and of course remember that happy back, so there's no grumpy backs going on at all. Super, well done, lovely. Right, my little ballerinas, the next thing we can practice are our plies. Okay, stand up and glue your feet together in parallel. And if you could put your hands on your hips for me, that would be super. Remembering to pull up so you've got a lovely tall back. And then you're just going to practice your plies in parallel. So you just bend the knees and stretch the knees. And bend the knees and stretch the knees. Super, you can do this a few times. Lovely. Make sure your mummy or your daddy's doing it properly. They've got their feet glued together. Very nice. And then we're going to practice our plies in first position. So if you remember, you open your toes, keeping your heels together, and that makes a lovely big slice of cake. I think mine is chocolate salted caramel flavour cake today. Delicious. And I've got a lovely great big slice. So if you can make sure you have a lovely great big slice of cake as well, that would be super. And if you've got your ballet skirts on, you can practice holding them out like this. I'm pretending, okay, because I haven't got a ballet skirt with me today. And you remember your happy back, so you have a nice tall back. And you're just going to do the same, so you bend the knee, both knees, and stretch, and bend, and stretch. And these are your plies in first position. Okay, very, very important, a plie, because it's the basis to basically every step you're ever going to learn in ballet. So that's why it's very important to practice them. What we don't want, just make sure as you do your plie, whoopsie, that you're not sticking your bottom out. Okay, so keep those happy backs and you just bend the knees and stretch the knees without bending forward and sticking your bottom out. Okay, lovely, well done everybody. Just shake your legs. You're doing really well. Okay, so another thing you could practice is, again, turning your feet out into that lovely big slice of cake, keeping your heels together, keeping the knees nice and pulled up and stretched, and your happy backs. This time, if you can put your hands on your hips for me, we're going to practice something that we haven't done before in class. Okay, so the next thing we're going to practice is called a tonju, next step. So a tonju is when you slide the foot out right in front of the nose, pointing the toe as much as you can with a lovely stretched leg, and then you slide the foot back again into your slice of cake or first position. Okay, so batman tondu means to stretch, so you can practice with the other leg too, stretching that leg, stretching that toe right in front of the nose, and then sliding it back in to first position again. Really good, well done. This time we're standing with our feet glued together again in parallel, and we're going to practice our balances, because when we all get together again for our dancing lessons, we're going to do some lovely dances around the room, and in those dances you have to show that you can do lovely balancing on one leg with your arms out without wobbling. Okay, so no wibble wobbles. See if you can stand really tall, really straight on one leg, and then place that foot down again. Check they're glued together before you take the arms out again to the side, and just test yourself. See if you can pick up the other foot. See how long you can stay there without wobbling. Oh, well done. And down. And then when you've done that, another thing you could practice is picking one leg up, holding your hands behind your back, and this time just see if you can hop on one leg 4 times. That would be super. And then place the foot down again. Pick up the other leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And put the foot down again. That would be really good if you could practice that for Miss Emily. Right, okay. So if you're still interested and you're still doing some ballet practice, the other thing that's very, very important is our skipping. Do you remember we've been practicing that quite a lot in class? So if you've got your skirts on, you can practice holding your skirts out to the side. And remember, for skipping, we're looking for really high knees and pointed toes. Can you see? High knees and pointed toes right next to the knee. That would be lovely. Okay? And if we just do it very slowly just to practice, you step and hop, step and hop, step and hop. And then you just make it a little bit faster. Really high knees, holding the skirts, pointing the toes. That would be lovely if you could practice that all around the house or all around the garden. Thank you very much. Okay, so one little game you could play at home. You could get Mummy or Daddy to find some nice music and press play, and you could play musical statues, but the ballet version of musical statues, okay? So you can do any dancing you want while the music's playing. You're skipping, practice your skipping, practice your marching. You could do your fairy runs. You could do gallops, spins, leaps, jumps, anything you want. And then as soon as the music stops, you have to freeze, don't you? But instead of just freezing in a running position or a dancing position, I want you to freeze in a beautiful ballet statue, okay? So you could maybe go down on your knee and do different arms reaching up to the sky. Or you could even go down on 2 knees and do some ballet arms if you wanted. Or if you prefer, you can stand up and just when the music stops, see if you could practice your balancing in different positions. Or you could make just a beautiful ballet statue standing up. Okay? Lovely. Thank you very much, my beautiful ballerinas. I hope you're all okay, and I miss you lots, and I hope to see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Mwah.